This is a follow-up to the recent video, The Myth of the All-Band In-Fed Half Wave. We're going to present two alternatives that are no more expensive, take up the same space, and are a much better all-band solution. First, I'd like to briefly address some of the comments received on the all-band in-fed half-wave video, where we called the all-band in-fed half-wave a fad antenna filled with hidden losses, ferrite stress, and SWR tricks. Now, some of the comments were like, who cares which antenna is more efficient? As long as you're making contacts, what difference does it make? Now, I personally do not understand that. So, ham radios just about making contacts now? It's a contact sport. Whatever happened to curiosity about the science of radio? Understanding why certain antennas are better performers than others, using the best antenna you can for your circumstances. I mean, look up the FCC's explanation of what amateur radio is. In stating the objectives of amateur radio, it says nothing about how many contacts you can make. All right, back on topic. The two better all-band alternatives to the end-fed half-wave are the off-center fed and the end-fed off-center fed antennas. Now, in the past, I've mostly quoted from Walt Maxwell, W2DU, Silent Key for some years, and also the ARRL antenna book. I am now collaborating with RF engineer Yuri Van Duren, ON6URE. Now, Yuri is a highly qualified engineer and teacher. He thinks out of the box, and these videos are now more accurate and up to date. Why are the off-center fed and end-fed off-center fed antennas better all-band alternatives? One major reason is that both use a 4-to-1 unit instead of a 49-to-1 used by the all-band end-fed half-wave. Which transformer do you think has more loss and heating problems as an all-band performer? Also, the 4-to-1 unit does not have a shunt capacitor across the primary that the all-band 49-to-1 typically has. Here's that shunt capacitor, which goes across the primary winding. This capacitor is there to fool you. All it does is present a better SWR, masking the fact that the transformer's getting hot and very inefficient on higher bands. Now, you probably know what an off-center fed antenna is. It's often called a Wyndham, but you might have never even heard of an end-fed off-center fed. It sounds like an oxymoron. Well, here's a drawing. Okay, here's my drawing of a end-fed off-center fed antenna. Here's the coax going to the shack. This is an RF choke, 1-to-1 current balun. Another length of coax, 4-to-1 unin, and here is the rest of the antenna. Now, it looks like it's being fed from the end, but in reality, the antenna's feed point is right here at the 4-to-1 unin. It's an off-center fed antenna. The short part of the antenna is the outer part of the shield of this length of coax cable. Very clever design, and here's something else that's really great about this antenna. Let's say you have a space problem. This part of the antenna, from the unin on down, you can actually just hang it straight down. All right, now we're on Yuri's website, rf.guru, in-fed off-center. This design feeds the wire about 29% off-center, yielding a more practical impedance, 200 ohms, that is easy to match with a 4-to-1 unun. The result is lower ferrite stress, less loss, and more predictable multi-band behavior. Works on multiple bands with fewer dead spots than in-fed half wave. Lower transformer ratios mean less heating and higher efficiency. More tolerant of installation height and placement. Excellent choice for DX and general HF multiband operation. May still need a tuner for fringe bands. All right, wrapping this up. Why do we prefer the in-fed off-center fed? Lower transformer ratio, less loss, and more predictable multiband performance. Now, the in-fed half wave can be a great antenna, but only as a monoband or two-band antenna, like 40 and 20 meters. Too bad the in-fed off-center fed is not being marketed like the current fad antenna, the all-band in-fed half wave. Just because something's a fad doesn't mean it makes sense. Remember the planking fad? Consider subscribing to this channel. Ring the bell for updates in 73.